Hello there, welcome. Shadow Vision here. I'm going to do a man cave review today. Today it's too nice to be in the man cave, so I'm out on the deck. Today's something different. Today I'm opening one of my favorite things, beer. Not just any type of beer though. This is non-alcoholic beer. And you can tell, you can sniff, put your nose up in the air, say it's disgusting, it's gross, why would you bother, just drink pop. There's a lot of reasons. You know, I've been doing this experiment in the last over 100 days now where I'm drinking just non-alcoholic beer. I don't quite drink as much as I used to with normal beer, but there's a reason for that. I'm not chasing the buzz anymore. I'm chasing a delicious beverage. So, what I've done is I found out we live in a small town in Ontario, don't have a lot of access to, you know, fancy stores. We have the LCBO and the beer store and a few grocery stores where you can get non-alcoholic beer. But some of these microbreweries around Ontario are making some really great stuff. Now I found out that Lake of Bays, up in Huntsville, Bracebridge area, those guys ship direct to your house. So what I have here is 2 cases of their near beer. It's like 0.5%. I'll check the cans when we open this up, but they direct ship right to my house. Buy 2 2-4s, free shipping. It's cheaper than driving to the beer store. Next, I go online. They happen to have $10 off a 2-4 each. How can you go wrong? Plus, they have 3 flavors per 2-4 in this mix pack. So, let's open it up, and I'll keep babbling about my newfound love for non-alcoholic beer, okay? So this comes in a nice box. It was shipped direct through their own courier. I ordered this on Wednesday night. It's Friday. It came Friday at noon. So it's basically 1 day shipping in Ontario. Okay? So we get a nice box. We get our little receipt. Inside. Alright, we get a flat. 2 flats. I'll just put this in the ground. Let's see what we get. Here it is. This is, by the way, this is unsanctioned video. I'm just excited because now I'm going to have a fridge full of beer that have many different flavors. And I'm going to tell you what one of the best part about non-alcoholic beer is. Okay? If I'm not going to drink alcohol, why would I want to drink the same amount of calories? Let's talk about like a Coors Light is 120 calories, where a can of ginger ale about 125 calories depending. Lake of Bays, near zero non-alcoholic beer, and this particular one is lagered ale. Look at 15 calories for this whole can. It's almost like drinking Bublaze or something. Look at it. This one is your non-alcoholic pale ale. 25 calories for this whole can. Near beer New England IPA. 25 calories for the whole can. I ordered 4 2-4s. This is going to get me through our Canadian holiday, the May 2-4 weekend, without drinking alcohol for the first time in, I'm not going to tell you how many years. I can't even remember at May 2-4 where it was a 2-4 of alcoholic beer. Anyway, this is just one of the many flavors that I've been trying. There's other brands like Partake you can get in almost any grocery store now, which is a great option with low calories. There's some other local breweries like Perth Brewery has one non-alcoholic beer that you can get at the beer store now. Muskoka Brewery has a a beverage called beer, which is a non-alcoholic beer. So there's more and more options these days, and I'm telling you, I get excited by it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some of these on ice, and then we'll do a pour and see how they look. All right? And my dog is going ballistic in the background, and he's excited about the beer too. Anyway, thank you, Lake of Bays, for putting in the effort for making non-alcoholic beer options. I know the process takes just as long, if not longer, to make a non-alcoholic beer that will taste like a beer. Okay? And I know that these taste like a beer. And I know you don't really save a lot of money by drinking non-alcoholic beer. But man, you're saving almost all the calories. An IPA these days, close to 200 calories. These are 25 calories. Anyway, enough about that. I'll get these on ice, and then we'll do a pour and enjoy a beverage and see what it's like. Anyway, talk to you in a few minutes. Alright, just while I'm having my Lake of Bays beers chilling in the ice box, I went through my recycling bin and just wanted to show you some of the other brews that I was able to find locally in small town Ontario. Okay, one of the best bang for your buck dollar for beer is Partake. Okay, Partake does a really great job. They were one of the first ones I saw that has an IPA at 10 calories, and it actually tastes like a nice light IPA. Very impressed with this. This was the gateway to all of this experiment that I'm doing, is Partake. Love them. And they're very good at being in all the stores, beer store, liquor store, and grocery stores. Okay? Partake, IPA. My favorite, this is a Pils. That's a new one. Pils, like a Pilsner style Partake. 25 calories. This is a blonde Partake. And they also have a pale ale, which is one of my number one favorites. Okay. Muskoka Brewery now has a hazy IPA called Veer. This particular one's 35 calories. You know, still very delicious option. All these are at 0.5% alcohol. About 0.5% alcohol. You're not getting even a buzz off of this stuff. It is basically, however they do it, I think they build a real beer and then mess with the yeast so that the yeast doesn't actually make any alcohol. Here's one, it's called Groovy. In the past, I've ordered this online. I ordered through well.ca, but this one I found at the local independent grocery store this time. Non-alcoholic craft beer. This one has 60 calories in it. Okay. They have hangover freeze sticker on the back. Now I'll go on this side. Sober Carpenter, I think is from Quebec. Yeah, it's a Montreal-based company. Again, I found these at the local grocery store. 60 calories for this Irish Red. Another great option. Just not as easy to find. You can order it online, but when I find them, I grab them. This one was Season IPA. With a IBU of 30 and the 80 calories for this. So it'd be neat to try this IPA versus a Lake of Bays, which has their IPA is 20 IBUs, 25 calories versus an 80 calories, right? I bet you that this one is going to come in real close to the calories versus calories. And this one, IPA from, again, Sober Carpenter, is 65 calories. So these are more apples to apples, but I know that Lake of Bays tastes good too. The surprise. This one surprised the heck out of me. Guinness Zero Alcoholic Draft. This comes with the widget. It does the whole experience you want from a canned Guinness. If you're only going to drink canned Guinness, what are you going to do? You're going to get the liquor alcohol version or the non-alcohol version. Pop this top. You get that the widget action. Hard pour that in a glass. You get the full head, the nice caramelized look and thick taste. This one surprised the heck out of me, and it's now in my fridge at all times. And I mentioned this earlier, but this is the Perth Brewery option. They make one non-alcoholic beer called Play. This one I found at the local beer store, so thank you very much for putting this in the beer store. But I will be driving through Perth and picking these up as I go to Ottawa and stuff. But 45 calories for a lager, really nice drinking beer. This one only has 0.1% alcohol too, so it's even lower. Now, all your grocery stores like PC makes the blonde and the red and the blonde for mass consumption of beer when you're going hunting or fishing with the boys. I throw these in the cooler. You put them in your koozie cup. No one even knows you're not drinking Coors Light. It's a trick I've been doing for a couple summers. You throw these in the cooler when you go get a beer. Put them in your koozie cup. They don't even know you're drinking the cheap $7.99 for 12 non-alcoholic beverages. And you can get some other options. This one's from Food Basics, and 45 calories for a white beer. Again, so many options now for low-calorie, non-alcoholic beer, and it's one of my favorite things because now I can drink as much beer as I want, and I have almost zero side effects. Zero side effects. I'm not saving any money really, but I'm saving calories, I'm saving a hangover, I'm saving bloating, I'm saving lots of things. So I hope you're enjoying this so far. I got a few more tricks up my sleeve for non-alcoholic beer on this video, and I'll see you very soon. Alright, I'm back for a sec. I just wanted to talk about, I'm wearing a brewery hat right now. Myers Creek Brewery. Local Belleville, Ontario brewery. Mom and pop shop. Literally watch this place grow from the ground up. I love drinking beer, and this was my go-to spot. But when they started out, I kind of mentioned, don't forget that some people don't drink sometimes and they want an option. Well, they carry non-alcoholic beer and other non-alcoholic options in their local brewery. So if you're having trouble finding a good source out in public for non-alcoholic beer, just reach out to your owners of the shops, give them some tips, say, hey, why don't you stock some of this? They tell me that they pass through the non-alcoholic by the skid load. So even though they have a beautiful brewery with their own brews, they're doing non-alcoholic option, and they're selling. One thing about doing a video out in public is that sometimes you get interrupted. Dog was barking, cut the video. I was saying Myers Creek goes through skid loads of their non-alcoholic options because not everyone drinks these days. Plus, you have sometimes you just have a designated driver who wants to have a beer also. So just ask your local breweries. There's lots now in Ontario that are doing the hard work. They just have to put it on their shelves. Anyway, almost time to crack a cold one and have a look-see and taste test. Anyway, We'll see you soon. Okay, I couldn't wait too long. So here we are. All right, here we go. Time to test it. Pours like a beer. The foam's probably because this glass wasn't properly washed out. How do you like this? Oh, yes. Now that tastes like a pale ale. Now it has been over 100 days since I had an alcoholic version, but that is got some nice flavor. This is a 24 IBU. Nice coloring for a pale ale. You get that hoppy flavor like it says, but you don't get overpowered by it. Sit back and enjoy a beer without any consequences. I love it. Well, all I can say is I don't know how long I'll last. I have no real reason for doing non-alcoholic beer, but the journey's been amazing. I'm finding lots of options, getting creative, and I'll crack another beer for the video once I've done this. But anyway, until then, we'll see you later. And I'm back for round 2. This one, near zero non-alcoholic lagered ale, considered a blonde ale, and 15 calories. Like, how can you go wrong? Bubbles are 0, but 15 with some flavor? Come on. And I feel like I'm drinking a beer. Here's the pour on a blonde. Now you have to know that the near beers are lighter tasting, but the good ones have flavor. Now this glass was more ready for taking a beer. 15 IBUs. I haven't had this one before, so let's give it a try. Ooh, it's icing up from being in the fridge, so it's going to be awesome. Oh my good. For a blonde non-alcoholic beer, there's a lot of nice flavor. Being cold too. I like that one. I smell the sweetness and honey at the end. Awesome. Thank you for making beer for me. All right, everybody. The night's winding down and time to try the third near zero beer from Lake of Bays. This one is the New England IPA, 25 calories. Looking forward to this one. 20 IBU. So let's try this and see what it's like. Okay, again, it's a clearer looking beer. really light color. Oh, this glass, just perfect size. Look at that. Nice and fizzy. Yeah. Each one of these beers has its own unique flavor. The pale ale, the blonde, each are different, which is great. Now I can enjoy 3 different flavors out of the same, from the same company, out of the same box. And I love that it comes in a King can. Everyone's drinking King can craft beer now, so again, you can put this in your koozie cup. No one knows what you're drinking. They think you're drinking a beer. Anyway, thank you, Lake of Bays. Again, this is not sponsored. I was just doing this because I wanted to try something new. I hope you learned a little something about craft beer in the non-alcoholic category. You don't have to be an alcoholic or on some diet. Sometimes you just want a beer without alcohol. Anyway, thank you very much. And until next time, Chattovision out. Alright. Oh, me and my buddy. Hey, say hi, Chattovision. This is my best drinking buddy right here. After a long, hard day, I can always count on him to come hang out. And he doesn't care if I have alcohol in my beer. Cheers.